Yes, welcome to this new video. You're watching G series, and today we're gonna take the last update of 2024. We're gonna take one more look. It's today, 31st of December. Yeah, let's just dive into the charts, take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at Ethereum, look at some indicators, look back at the year 2024 and look forward to 2025. Come up with some scenarios, some analysis. So yeah, let's just dive in. We're looking at Bitcoin on a yearly chart, and as I told many times in videos, you see this pattern that we have a bull market with 3 green candles. You get a bear market, a red candle, then followed up by 3 green ones, a red one, 3 green ones, a red one. Now we're in the second year of the bull market, and yeah, we're gonna close it in the plus. As you can see here in the left corner, plus 120% this year on Bitcoin. That's amazing. It was a very good year. As I said in the video I made in 2023, I expected we would make an all-time, and we did. We even went above 100k, which is amazing. That is insane. I didn't expect that, to be honest, but we did. And right now we are at 94k. We're having a little bit of a correction. I'm going to take a look at that in a minute on the lower time frames. But so far this chart looks really good. Just based on this chart, you would expect 2025 to be another green candle with a blow off top. And then you expect 2026 to be a bear market. I'm not sure yet what I would expect. I'm going to draw some scenarios at the end. So for now, let's just zoom in a bit. 3-month chart. So every candle is a quarter. And we see that the first quarter of 2024 was very good. And then we had one red one and followed by 2 green ones. And the last quarter was very good. It's where we broke the previous all-time high. So that's looking good. And yeah, it's after halvings, you see that normally in a halving year, like the last quarter of the year, is a very good performing one. So that's also what I was expecting. So far we're doing pretty good, and it looks very bullish to me. We can look even a little closer to the monthly. We can see we have these since the bear market, we're having these highs and lows. Right now we got a new high. Maybe, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I think we're gonna go higher and get a blow of peak. That's a little bit what I'm expecting. You see, December has been a red month so far. We're gonna close it in 12 hours. So we're gonna close December in the red. This candle also doesn't really look that bullish, but yeah, in a bull market things can go like not as expected, and we could go really bullish from here, but also really bearish. Let's zoom in a little bit more, but before I do that, I want to look at some indicators, and my favorite one is the RSI. I'm gonna change the settings a bit because I don't like how this one looks, so I'm gonna just only show the RSI, get rid of all the rest, and then I'm gonna make it nice and yellow and a little bit bigger. So like this, I like it. And yeah, in RSI you can see these waves. I've showed this many times. I always chart this line, and when we come above this line, like when the RSI peaks above it, when the RSI is very high, means the Bitcoin is kind of overbought. It's too high. Like as you can see over here, you see we peak over here. We had 2 tops. They correspond to these peaks. This peak, basically, it's a really good at calling the peak in history. So I think it's gonna be the same for this year. So I'm gonna take a close look at it next year as well, and just whenever Bitcoin peaks above it, and in combination with some other indicators, and if the price is nice, I'm gonna sell everything. Like my plan is to sell everything next year. I expect the bull market peak to be in 2025, and that we are gonna start a bear market like in 2025 as well. But just looking at the candles, we could still end with a green candle, so like above the price right now, so above 94k. But I think we're gonna have a very good start of the year. We're gonna peak, make a bull market peak, and then we're going to get into a downtrend and start a bear market. And yeah, during the end of 2025, we'll be into a bear market, and 2026 probably as well. That's one of the scenarios which I take into consideration. And yeah, I'm going to really look into this RSI. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And then now that's finished, we can go into the weekly chart. And there we can see that we are like topping out a little bit. We've had this very long consolidation this year. It lasted from March all the way till October. And then in November we broke out. And yeah, now we're having a little bit of a correction, which is very normal in the bull market. As you can see, here we had a correction as well. Here we had a correction as well. And in the bull market before that, we have major crashes as well. But they don't last that long, so this one I don't expect it to last very long either. Just a few weeks like this, like maybe we could turn around from here. I'm gonna take a look at that right now on the lower time frame. So let's jump to the daily. And here we can clearly see we had this downtrend. Oh, can do that more better. Actually, let's do it like this. We had this downtrend, and we see like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high all the time. And then here we started flipping that. We got a higher high, or a higher low, I should say, and then the higher high. That's when I made a video as well to say like, hey, be careful. Bitcoin is changing the trend. We could expect a breakout from here in the last quarter of the year. Exactly what happened. Momentum picked up. We got a big push all the way. Yeah, broke the all-time high, smashed it, went above 100k. Then momentum started to slow down. Probably if we watch the RSI, we can see RSI went down, Bitcoin went up, so bearish divergence, and that's when we reversed the trend a little bit. But I wouldn't be too worried right now. If we clean the chart a little bit, zoom in on recent price action, we just see decrease of momentum, and yeah, we're still holding here, strong on support. And most bullish scenarios, if you really find this level as support and keep it as support and not break below it, that'd be really bullish. It's this is a beautiful volume node to hold on. So far we're doing it. We're tested it recently, like yesterday, and now we're pushing up again. So this is looking very interesting. And also, if you look a little bit to this pattern, we can see we are having. I'm not really a big fan of patterns, but we can see we have a descending triangle, and those tend to break out bullish. So that's another bullish sign. And yeah, I think to me Bitcoin looks very bullish at me. We had a nice retest of about, let's see what it was. It was like 15%. That's pretty good, pretty normal in a bull market. We could go lower as well, of course, when we break the support there. But for now, I would still be bullish. I'm not selling because a lot of indicators and the RSI, for example, are not telling me to sell yet. I'm not buying Bitcoins at the moment. I think I did a little bit of analysis, and I'm gonna expect a little bit of an alt season. And I think altcoins are gonna outperform Bitcoin in the first quarter of 2025. So I bought a bunch of Ethereum. I'm also now, I bought for the first time Cardano. I added them too to my portfolio, like very small amount, but still. And then some other random altcoins that are just in the top 100. And I did some technical analysis, and they looked good to me. I don't really care about what the product does. My analysis is that I expect altcoins to do well. So I just bought a few and then hope there are some winners in there. It's basically gambling. I am aware of that, but that's still what I'm doing. And then for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we'll look at Ethereum as well in a bit, and then see why I think there's going to be an alt season in 2025. This is looking good. At the 4 hour, we can see it even more clearly. We have this downtrend. We're kind of breaking it right now. We set a high here, the low. We keep the same low basically. And this downtrend, does look good. But if we break above this, we can start building an uptrend again. Hopefully get a higher low somewhere here. and then yeah, Bitcoin will start pushing higher and probably break a new all-time high at the beginning of 2025 again. So to me, it looks all very, very bullish and good. Yeah, that's it for Bitcoin. Let's also discuss the negative scenario, or like the bearish scenario, however you would call it. You see the support. I think there is also, you should keep in mind that you can break it as well, of course. If you really, really break it, we're not going to find support here. We're going to test it back. Support turns into resistance. Going to go down. We lose this whole volume node, and yeah, we might all go all the way back here to 76k, or if you zoom out a little bit more, like yeah, maybe 76k. You could even go. That's the resistance of this, like this consolidation phase. So that would be a big, big crash. That would be from the top till 76k would be 30%, which is also not impossible. We've done it before previous bear market, so you should definitely keep in mind. And that is even more than 30%, like 35, maybe even 40%. It could get really, really nasty, like bad from here. But honestly, I wouldn't worry for that. Like, I got some time to build up cash again, and if that happens, I would be willing to buy a lot more. So a big crash right now, I would just buy if we go to these lower levels. And I definitely wouldn't sell, even if we go down by a lot. I wouldn't sell, I would just buy more. But for me, most likely scenario is that we go up from here. But of course, keep in mind, we can go down as well. And we can go down by a lot and pretty quick if there's some bad news or something. But that's it for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the Ethereum chart. Ethereum looks very beautiful. We've had support right here on this volume node. But it's lagging. Yeah, it's lagging behind so much. Like, we haven't even seen a new all-time high with Ethereum. That range where Bitcoin was, like, since March, if we look at March from Ethereum, like right here, that's still above the price right now. We didn't break that. Well, Bitcoin broke that like massively. I'm talking about this range. Bitcoin broke it. Ethereum is still inside that range. We didn't break above it. And I think Ethereum will. It's just how the market works. Like altcoins, Bitcoin starts the bull market and starts pumping. Altcoins lag behind a little bit and they follow after it. But when the altcoins start, they outperform Bitcoin. Like on average, there are also altcoins that are shit and don't perform well. But if you make some good choices, you can outperform Bitcoin with altcoins. And yeah, I've been buying lots of Ethereum in this whole consolidation phase, and I'm still adding to my position. I did it a few days ago. And yeah, I think Ethereum is going to do very well in the first quarter of 2024. We have this massive resistance level, and we just have to break that. And I think once we break that, it's going to be, yeah, we still have this all-time high here, but I think it's going to be nothing. We're going to go pump really high. I think I started already here in the bear market. I think I already thought it here that we would, that it's possible to go to 10k for Ethereum. That would be like a 3x almost. And yeah, it seems very far away, but it could be possible. I don't know. But at this point, I think this can outperform Bitcoin in the coming months. So that's it for Ethereum. Also, the reason why I think Ethereum and altcoins are gonna do very well is if we look at the Bitcoin dominance. I think I drew it in the last video. We have this resistance level right here. We can see that we found resistance there, and now we made a lower high for the first time in very, very long. So the momentum was already decreasing. Now it turned the trend, and yeah, probably the Bitcoin dominance is gonna go down next year, and then that means altcoins will perform very well. And yeah, this to me is a very good argument to say Ethereum and our altcoins are gonna do well. If you look at Ethereum versus the Bitcoin chart, I think I went through it in the previous video. Like, this box, it has been resistance in the past, flipped into support. Right now we're still holding it. Like, Ethereum has been in a massive downtrend compared to Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin has been outperforming Bitcoin. And now we can see here very carefully that we make a higher low. Who knows, we can switch it, we can break this resistance, get a higher high going, and then start pushing up in combination with that. Yeah, then the Bitcoin dominance has to go down even more. That'll be really good, and I think that's what's gonna happen. That's what I'm like basing my strategy on. That this chart is gonna go up, the Bitcoin dominance is gonna go down. Bitcoin will still have some returns, like maybe it will go to 150k. Ethereum, in a crazy scenario, would go to 10k. So I think there's still some profit to be made. And imagine Ethereum crashes. That would be really bad. You want it to at least hold this high, so we have this like higher time frame uptrend. We should still continue that. So maybe find support right here. That would be a level to add to my position. I want to close this for now as well. We can look at Bitcoin. I haven't looked at this chart for a long time, so I'm just curious how it looks like. So I'm gonna get this chart and this one. Yes. I haven't looked at it for a while. Like I draw this chart so long ago. Put the halvings in. Put these phases, like after halving, big bull market, bear market, then like a slow incline, like a slow increase of the price, and then until the halving happens, and then you get a big increase again. So yeah, what I already said, like this one really fast before the halving. We already made a new ultimate high before the halving. That never happened before. Like normally it's this a slower phase. It still looks good, and 100k to me it went very quick, but I think we can go even a little bit higher. I'll show in some indicators as well right now. And then after that, we'll look into Cardano and maybe the other alts I bought. So first one, CPBI at 78. We all know I'm a fan of this indicator. I look at it very often in every video for a long time already. And basically, whenever it goes, like look at the blue line, whenever it goes very close to 100, like 98, 99, 97, there's a really good moment to sell. The colors, dark red, that will be the perfect moment to sell. We come from yellow, we've been into orange, not really red yet. The CPI has touched 80, it's right now at 78. When it goes above 95, and in combination with this RSI, like really strong indicators for me to start selling, but not right now. Fear and Greed Index, we see, even though we had this little 15% correction in the last 1 or 2 weeks, there's still a little greed in the market. If you look at this chart, we see that the greed has gone down by a bit, so maybe it goes into fear or neutral when we crash, but I'm not too worried. Honestly, I'm also a little bit on the greed side right now, which is maybe a sign to be cautious, to be aware of. So be careful when we are in greed. But in bull market, there's always greed, and what can I say about it? Let's look at some other indicators. So this one, the 2-year MA, we can see when it comes close to red, that's a good moment to sell. We're like in the middle, so there are still some gains to be made. Red is at 240k, around 240k US dollars. So we can still go higher. Also, these newer indicators that can kind of predict the top is right now at 197k. So this one also says it can still go higher. The rainbow chart, we see in previous bull markets we always went above the rainbow. Then 2017 we went like to the red. Previous we touched like orangey, and right now we are still in the green. I think we could go to yellow, maybe orange. That's also around 200k. So still some gains to be made if we look at these indicators. Another one of the newer indicators that can kind of predict the top. They were really accurate in the past, so maybe it will work today as well. Interesting to keep an eye on to me. And we can see this one right now is at 190k, almost 200k as well, and we're not there yet. So what these indicators just tell me is that there are still some gains to be made, and it's not the moment to sell right now. That's Yeah, that's what I believe in because of these indicators, and I'm gonna keep a look at them. When something changes, I'll make a video and I will start selling. Not right now. I don't really look at the price. It could go to 200k, it could go to 150k. There is also a very small chance. I don't see it happening that we get into a bear market right now. But I don't really look at the price, just look at the indicators. Whenever they tell me to sell, I will start selling. And then this indicator I've been talking about since the beginning as well. This one's really good at like predicting the bear market. I've used it in 2022. I have videos of that as well online. And then the peak, you can see if the unwavering reset score peaks or goes very steep to the upside. That's also a moment to like take a close look at the price and maybe start selling. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that one as well and see if it goes above 4, around 5, around 6. Like combination with all the other things, it could be a good moment to sell. So that's about Bitcoin and Ethereum. My scenario for Bitcoin, like I think we're bullish if we just look at the day and look at the coming weeks. I would say we're gonna hold the support, we're gonna build an uptrend, and we're gonna get another push higher, maybe to the bull market peak. But on the other hand, that's also very quick as well, and maybe a bigger crash is necessary. Let's take a look at the RSI for that. RSI on the daily is not bad. RSI on the weekly, also not really bad. So yeah, we could go higher for now. Another scenario that I really have to keep in mind is that we break the support. We're gonna find support somewhere else. So I was talking about the 76k region, also all the way here around 70k. It's like basically a previous all-time high. It's a big level of support. We could get a big crash at the beginning of 2025 and continue the bull market more like at the end of 2025. Depends a little bit on the news, I guess. It's the most bearish scenario. I think it's unlikely, but I'm gonna still keep it in mind. Like I still have some cash. I will build up some cash, and if this happens, I want to buy more right here in this region. So that's a bearish scenario, and yeah, I think it looks good. Let's take a look at some altcoins. Like as I said, I think altcoins are gonna perform well. So I bought Cardano. Just I watched some YouTube videos. I watched some analysis of other people, and that just made me think that Cardano is a good project, and that's why I bought it. It's a market cap of 30 billion, and let's look at all the other market caps. I'm going a little bit from jumping around topics here, but if you look at the market cap, Bitcoin is right now almost at 2 trillion. Ethereum is at 400 billion. And if it goes to 10 billion, like Ethereum will pass a trillion market cap as well. And like Cardano, ADA is right here at number 9. It's at a 30 billion market cap. And in previous bull market, it went to 100 billion. I don't see why it couldn't go higher in this bull market, because this project had a lot of development and things going on. So it's a better altcoin, I would say, than in previous bull market. So I think the hype just has to start, and alt season has to start, and then this one is going to outperform. It's going to break all-time high as well in market cap. And we are at 30 billion. Well, the previous all-time high is at 100 billion. So that's already a 3x. And if we go higher, you make more than 3x on your money. I think that's worth the risk. We also see we have this beautiful uptrend, and we are having a little dip as well, with like the whole market has. So it's nothing weird. So yeah, I bought a little bit. I will see where it's gonna take me, and if we go lower, I would be interested to buy more altcoins and probably Cardano as well. Of course, this is all not financial advice. I do it with a very small percentage of my portfolio, these altcoins. It's just to be a little bit more, get a little bit more of a feeling for the altcoins, because I see so many people make so much money. I just wanna like try to make some money of it as well. So yeah, and then I went to the top 100 coins. So I just scrolled through here and I look up all these symbols. I didn't really look at the project. I'm not really into the meme coins. I want some older coins that I already heard of, and that like look nice price wise. So that's how I ended up with Polkadot. We see basically the same structure as Cardano, and it also still has a lot, like 400% until the previous all-time high market cap. So that's that's for me worth the risk. Same with Uniswap. We see 200% till the previous all-time high, and this looks like a nice uptrend. So to me, it looks good. Litecoin, it's also like 200%. And I'm gonna cash out. I will make a video when I cash out these altcoins. I do it with so little money. It's more for a gamble. I just want to show them. VeChain till the all-time high is like 300%, 300%. Fail, I have it as well a little bit, and there's also like a 300% that you could make if it passes the previous all-time high, and the last one is Algo, which can also get a 400% till the previous all-time high. So if alt season happens, I think these charts looks nice. So maybe one of them will be big runners and reach this and make it to 300%, and maybe break all-time high and go higher, maybe a 5x on my money. That would be insane. And then I had just someone I knew advised me to buy this one. I advised to buy a lot of small altcoins, like the market cap of this one, I think it's like $1 billion, almost nothing, or it's very small. I think it's in the top 100. Let's look really quick. IOTA. It's not advised at all. Yeah, market cap is $1 billion, and he just said this was very good, so I put a very little amount in here. Maybe I could get a 10x. I don't know, until like a previous all-time high that was here in 2021, it will be 600%. That will be insane if I make that. It's for fun. So I just wanted to show the altcoins as well, but I take Bitcoin and Ethereum very serious. I'm taking Cardano a little bit serious as well. And my whole strategy is based on that at the beginning of 2025, Bitcoin can go to like 150 to 200k, and Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. Alt season is going to start in Q1 of 2025, and Ethereum will go to this 100k. Ethereum will go to 10k, market cap. 10k in price, and Cardano might break previous all-time high and make it 3x as well. So these are my predictions. Do with it whatever you want. It's not advice at all. I just like to watch back these videos in months, in weeks, in years from now, and then learn from my analysis. And yeah, that's for me why I make these videos, just to look back at myself and see where I can improve on my analysis. I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. 2024 was a great year. 2025 is going to be even better. My plan is to sell almost everything, and yeah, I think it's going to be a great year. For everyone who watched this video, Happy New Year, and hope to see you in the next year. So that's it. Ciao, ciao.